What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about ZANO today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. ZANO, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's one of those, right? We got 7 hours, 15 minutes left in the day here at $8.16. We're moving up. We're looking good. On a monthly time frame, we've got 4 days, 7 hours left in the day. It says 8 hours, but it's more like 7 hours. 4 days, 7 hours left in the month. We're down 31%, and that's a hell of a discount for this thing, man. I'm looking at this and just thinking that this is one of the most bullish charts that we've seen in crypto all damn cycle. It really is. I mean, every single step, you move up, you consolidate well. You move up, you consolidate well. You're matching Bitcoin in its like time frame of consolidation, right? This is very positive structure here, you guys. This is whenever I learned about technical analysis, whenever I first got into TA, this is what I was told promotes longevity and allows a chart to continue to grow without seeing a bear market, right? It's this stuff that promotes crazy corrections, right? This means you get to keep going, and keep going we will. I'm just curious, how much have we done already from a low to a high? Oh, that was not where we are. Hold on. Low to the current price. So we're already over a 20x. Okay, that's nice. We're over a 30x right now, down 30%. We're over 30x this cycle already. Wow, from the low, which I guess would be your bear market low. I don't know. This might be your bear market low, but 69x overall, freaking beautiful. Someone took profits just on principle alone there, man. We're in a very bullish configuration on the monthly RSI, absolutely. And this is one of my sleeper projects, you guys. Not mine. It's not my. I don't have any affiliation, right? I don't talk about it all the time, but this is one of those projects that we touch back on time and time again, especially whenever it's at like good prices to buy or whenever it's doing exciting things. This is one of those projects that people just don't talk about, man. It's a privacy coin, but it's like it's it's better than most privacy coins. Let's just leave it at that, right? Like the only thing I would say Monero is the only thing that's like really comparable to this. This thing, and this might that might not even be fair. This thing might be better than Monero. We'll see. But looking at ZANO here and the people behind it, man, they are true crypto pioneers. Like they have the true heart and soul of what crypto is supposed to be about in their heart and soul. Market cap here is $109 million. Very low market cap. I could see this thing, man. It could be worth billions of dollars by the end of the cycle. It'd be worth tens of billions of dollars. Absolutely, you have 100x potential, especially with how bullish you are right now, man. How many cryptos are this bullish overall? How many cryptos are at new all-time highs, consolidating at their all-time highs already, have seen a 69x, 70x already this cycle? Not many, right? In fact, let's actually do that real quick. What has the average coin seen? Others were loading. Okay, what? What? Oh, no USD. That's right. You just type in others. There's no USD there, right? It's not a coin. It's an index, right? The average coin in the crypto market this cycle, which this chart, I don't know why it's taking so long. I might have to up the. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that again. Damn it! I enjoyed the quietness, but we're gonna up that because I can't have that happen. Let's go here. The average coin this cycle since December 2022 from a low to a high has seen a whopping massive 6.5x. ZANO has done 10 times, over 10 times that amount, right? You understand, right? This thing's a winner. It really is a winner. And the way it's consolidating, it's not like some coin that went from less than $10 million all the way up to $100 million. Or I guess technically down there it wouldn't have been. It would have been, let's see, what is 60x if we're at $100 million now? I mean, it's less than 2 million. Yeah, I guess, yeah, right? It would have to be less. So yeah, from like less than a $5 million market cap all the way up here, most coins that do this, right? They have a one-off and then they kind of sell off. This thing has been very constructive all the way up. Very, very constructive all the way up. 69x overall versus a 6.5x for the average altcoin in the market, right? The average altcoin is not at new all-time highs. Right now, the average altcoin is up 3x from their bear market lows, where ZANO is up, how much is it again? 20x, 30x, 30x, 10x. It's literally 10xing. You guys, this thing is 10xing the average altcoin, okay? And let's run with that idea real quick before we get into the TA further. I mean, we're doing TA, but before we get into like the specific TA for ZANO, okay? I expect so ZANO's done a 10x or more versus the average altcoin in multiple perspectives here, okay? From where it is now to where it has been at its high this cycle, it's done a 10x or more. I anticipate that the average altcoin that this others chart will be worth about $6 trillion by $6 to $7 trillion by the end of the cycle, giving the average altcoin anything from like a 25x to a 30x bump, right? Something in there. 10x it for ZANO. 25x to 30x. What is that? That's a 200 to 300x, you guys. 250. I'm sorry, that's a big 50x we just missed out there. 250 to 300x or more for ZANO. You understand? 100. Let's go here. $100 million. ZANO. ZANO. I don't know. Whoa. $109 million. To do a 100x from here, that puts you at basically $11 billion, which is high. It's a lot of growth. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of growth. $11 billion, though, that's not, I'm not asking the world of you. No. Peak bull cycle. There are cryptos that aren't worth $11 billion. They see $11 billion for a day and then they dump off and they never return. You never hear of them again. It happens every cycle. $11 billion isn't crazy, especially in the first cycle, especially for a coin like this. $11 billion, 100x, let alone 22, let alone 40. I mean, if you get a prominent crypto, something that actually has use case and is valuable and it gets the right momentum behind it, there's no reason why you couldn't see a $40 billion market cap, a $60 billion market cap. That's in like the high end range of like average top performing cryptos cycle after cycle. I've seen it happen, right? This is my third bull cycle. What do I know? And that doesn't mean that every coin's going to get that. Not every top performing coin's going to get there. I'm just saying that's what we've seen from coins that have been top performers in prior cycles, right? Even in their first cycles. And let's say you don't get to 40 billion, maybe you get to 20 or 30 billion, but still that's right in that range of what we're talking about. It's a 10x from what the others chart would do. It's a 200 to 300x right here. And I really wouldn't be surprised. 200 to 300x, man, that puts you like around 15 to 2,000, $1,500 to $2,000, right? Just doing the rough math. 200x would be 1,600, a little bit over 1,600. I mean, dude, you'd be over $2,000 potentially. You're at $8.15 now, and we are genuinely talking about the potential of being worth thousands, multiple thousands of dollars. You're at $8 now. Crazy. Crazy, bro. Hold on. Let me look at this real quick. Right, when people ask me what's a good crypto that like it's low market cap, people don't talk about, oftentimes I do actually mention this one. But I feel like I haven't showed it enough love lately, so that's why we're talking about it. Market cap, 109.5, volume, fully diluted. There we go. Fully diluted valuations right here, man. Not bad at all. Yeah. Where's it available? What's it available to trade on too? And I'm sure it's available to trade on more than just what TradingView is going to say here. MEXC, CoinX. But, you know, and there's other ways to get it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So if you're in America, you might have a hard time getting it. But I think you can sign up with the ZANO wallet, right? Like, let's see here. Hold on. You go to the website. You can just send like USDT or BTC or whatever, probably Bitcoin Cash, probably to trade it. ZANO.org. I feel insano because I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, somebody tell me in the comments, is it ZANO or ZANO? I've heard Roger Ver call it ZANO, but I feel like it's ZANO, but I don't know. He'd probably know better than I would. Let's see. Privacy pioneers. You guys, this is valuable stuff. Like it truly is like very, very valuable stuff. Digital privacy, economic privacy. It is very, very valuable thing. What was I gonna do here? Downloads, maybe community resources, blog, docs, GitHub, ecosystem, wallets. Yes, you go here, wallets. And I would assume, yeah, Bitcoin.com, Cake Wallet, Edge Wallet, you can buy. Edge Wallet, is that from like the Edge, like Edge Crypto? Or is that different? Edge. Because, dude, if that's the case, no, it's definitely not definitive, right? Definitely not that. Okay, different. It's different. Yeah. And this says UK, so I don't know if you can use the United States, but if you can't use this wallet, you can probably use one of these other wallets. I know you can use Bitcoin.com. I don't know about Cake Wallet, but maybe I should know more about it than I do. And you can donate. That's awesome. Yeah, and they accept all the cryptos that will probably be here in 20 years or more, right? So that's, I mean, that makes sense. These guys know what they're doing. I don't know. Enough buttering the bread. Most people who are watching this are probably already aware of all this stuff, and you're hearing me ramble, and you're like, okay, man, get on with the TA. I came here for the charts, C-Zar. We did a little bit of that in the beginning, but let's look at it here on the 1 hour time frame. Very bullish on the 1 hour RSI, consolidating here just below the overbought zone. Dude, this actually looks very, very bullish. Wow, hold on, let me look at it on the 4 hour time frame. You look like you've got a W kind of double bottom here. It's like an Eve and Eve on the 4 hour. Eve here, Eve there. We love nice rounded double bottoms. We love it. You can't say you don't. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. We love a nice rounded bottom. From a high to a low. 382 down to the 069. It's a bit volatile. It's a bit volatile, but that's okay. We like volatility. That's nothing to be afraid of. You'll probably move on up to the golden ratio. Yeah, you're at $8.15 now, but you won't be here for long, man. This thing's about to rip to $10.20, $10.60. And again, what I love about this thing, beyond all the other things we talked about, is that it can move up while the rest of the market moves down. It can move down while the rest of the market moves up. It does its own thing. But with that being said, it predominantly does move. It seems like it does move in tandem when Bitcoin's breaking out. whenever it's consolidating, whenever Bitcoin's consolidating, it's consolidating, stuff like that, right? I would think. Let's see. Isn't that right? Let's see. BTC here. Consolidated March 24 to October 24. Is that right? No. No. So you have your own. That's crazy. So you're like Bitcoin, right? Like you did consolidate here in March, but you started moving up well before October. Well before October. And that's when Bitcoin started moving. Bitcoin was consolidating this whole time you were moving up. But you have these long consolidation phases just like Bitcoin does. Very, very structured, man. Very, very well structured. I don't know, man. I think this thing's got legs, and it's going to run. It's going to let loose that goose here pretty soon. Looking at the daily time frame, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll start talking about higher targets in a second. Daily time frame, you're still in a downtrend of the RSI. Lower highs, lower lows, that whole thing. But you probably come up. I mean, how high do you go? You could go all the way up here and then still come down, I guess. But I think that this downtrend in the RSI might be a little bit false in that sense. I don't think that we're going to come up here, find resistance, and still bleed down lower. I don't think we're going to see something like this and then come down lower. We could, not saying it can't happen, but I just don't think that that's what's going to happen. I would think that this is probably the beginning of a move that's going to take us out of this overall consolidation phase that we've been in since May of this year. Let's look at this relative low to high real quick. Low to high. Fake out, we're not going to take it. Look at that. You tipped the golden ratio, right? If you're ever drawing fibs and you're getting it wrong, it's not as simple as low to high. Okay, you have to use your brain a little bit. Although, to be fair, you went right to the golden ratio there too. Tomato, tomato, whatever, right? You're off by a little bit. But the way that I like to do it is get the move, right? This is the move, low to high. That was the fake out. I don't want to include a fake out. I want to include this, right? If I'm measuring from a high to a low, that's different because this high to low, this is the move down. But in reference to this move up, it's a fake out. So and there you actually do show direct support right there at the golden ratio. Beautiful reaction too, by the way. Very beautiful reaction. And I think you will continue to grow from here. Looking at the weekly time frame, now here's where we get to the exciting stuff. I mean, we've already talked about some exciting stuff, but let's talk about where you're going to go from a high to a low. Hold on, right there. Consolidated right above the 1414. You guys, when you find resistance here, you almost always, like 70% of the time, you go down to the 786, 886 area here. Wherever you are here in this kind of range, the primary target zone, the 1618 to the 1272, when you find resistance here, you at least go to the 100,886. You didn't even do that. You barely skimmed the 100. You didn't even actually hit it. This is very, very bullish. And I'm thinking, right, normally, whenever you look at the fibs, whenever you look at these extensions, the next area would be the golden ratio, right? That's what you would expect to see. And maybe we do. You're at $8.15 now. Maybe you find some resistance there. You consolidate for months there, and then you move up. I don't think so, man. With this kind of consolidation, normally what you see, the fact that you didn't even go down there, normally you actually bypass the next target and you go to the immediate target after that, which would be $61 to $85 from here. Let's see what kind of growth that would be from $8.15, man. We're talking about a move for ZANO. That's insano. 7x to a 10x move coming your way. Probably over the next couple of months, man. Like, it's going to be fast. It's going to be very, very fast. I think it's going to happen by August. And then we'll consolidate more going into that late part of the year. And then the very end of the year, we should be running up higher, being worth multiple hundreds of dollars, consolidate again. And then by the beginning of 2026, you'll be topping off right here, man. Money zone. $1,000 to $2,100, something like that, right there. Absolutely. Could you go higher? Sure, but I think that that's a fair enough target right there. This thing's got so much potential, man. It's going to do phenomenal. I genuinely believe that this will be worth thousands of dollars by the end of the cycle. I've got nothing else for you guys. Okay, so with that too, by the way, maybe a 300x doesn't happen. Maybe a 300x doesn't happen, but at the maximum, what I could see that I guess would be about a 26x, and you could wick a little bit above there. Sorry, 250 something x. So 250 to 130x. That's what I'm thinking personally. On the low end, we're looking for something on the lines of like a 63, 64x. Legs, bro. It's got legs. I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Bye bye.